Da 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 da. You've been waiting all November for a hangout with Askew and the Grand Arbiter. And now it's that time. We come one time ago, and now we're gonna do a live stream. And now we're gonna do a live stream with Kevin. Now we're gonna do a live stream with the Airship Ambassador. Now we're gonna do a live stream. Woo! This is a long video. I always say it's a long video.
It is. It's a good, 29 seconds. Hello, Squirrel. Hello, my darlings. Hello, TRDSF. I'm certain you have a more manageable name, but I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining us. It is I, Madame Askew, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host and companion in time travel, the Grand Arbiter.
I'm here. We're alive. We're not quite dead. And you're like, why is the Grand Arbiter looking off on the distance? Well, normally I keep all of my things on the primary screen, but there's secrets on the primary screen right now. So I have to look on the left-hand side, like I'm looking at Madame Askew over on the left.
Oh my goodness. And Grand Arbiter, as you mentioned in our wonderful opening song, so gorgeous, we're joined tonight by our dear chum, fellow time traveler, and ambassador, Kevin, the Airship Ambassador.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for having me back. It's wonderful to be back in chat.
It's sort of a tradition now that we take you in, we bring you in November. It's sort of a tradition now.
It's true. It's true. It has turned into our pre-holiday. We're going to have the Airship Ambassador join us so we could talk about food.
It's a good time.
Always a good time to talk.
For me to not have made a little snack is really what it boils down to, like a deep personal tragedy.
You didn't. Oh no!
There's
You're
no
going
cheese
into this
in my
conversation.
House. There's no cheese in my house.
No.
So here's the thing: Lord Asplund doesn't really like fancy cheese, and I am not the fastest cheese eater in the world. So if I bring fancy cheese into the house, it might go bad, and that is worse, I think.
Your household is filled with travesty and tragedy.
I know. It's a real
cheese tragedy.
Really, cheese.
No.
It's the sorrow of the fromage.
Very depressed fromage. So hello, good evening, everyone. I see Phyllis here. The Reverend Dr. Sherwood Forrester joins us. I will get it if I think about it. The Reverend Doctor. Hello, Sarit. Hello, Phyllis. Hello, Alicia. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Please say hello in the chat. I will see you, the Grand Arbiter will see you, and we will torment the Airship Ambassador with your comments.
The Airship Ambassador also will see them. He can also yell at them if he so chooses.
That's true. That's true. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. Most cheese will freeze.
But you don't understand. Freezer space is at paramount in this house because my partner is obsessed with frozen pizzas and frozen dumplings. I live in a nightmare hell of my own making.
No. Grand Arbiter, you must carve out a cheese corner in your freezer.
It's a cheese corner.
A corner of cheese.
I just need to have more cheese parties, is what it boils down to, right?
No,
that's all about priorities. Cheese parties and cheese tea.
Cheese tea, absolutely. Cheese goes with everything. You must have more cheese. You're part of the secret order of cheese eaters.
I mean,
you have a sacred duty.
I'm certainly something.
Yes, the secret steampunk cheese society.
Yes. Yeah, we've never named it. It's so secret.
Yes.
So maybe one of these days we'll have a meeting, a very secret meeting, over a nice block of, I don't know, maybe some Wensleydale. That seems like a good secret society cheese.
Goes well with cheese, yes. Oh, yeah, actually, there's a really good lemon Wensleydale that tastes just like cheesecake, like a lemon cheesecake. It is perfect for desserts, and it goes really well with tea.
Oh my gosh.
It is so good.
That sounds so good. Also, I love this, the steam monger. So good. I'm personally very, very fond of Wensleydale with cranberries. The Reverend Dr. Sherwood Forrester. Look at that. I didn't even look at the chat. I remember it like magic. Oh, hello, Sharon in Adelaide. It's so good to see you. Sharon, who loves a really strong bitey cheese, despite being lactose intolerant. Sharon, sometimes we must all sacrifice for the cheese, is a thing I've learned. And also, yes, our buttery goodness. This is why we warned all of you.
I have
don't come hungry.
I have not. No, I have not. I have not had not had a real breakfast. I've had not a real lunch. I'm making bad choices all along. Here's the thing. When you go to a corporate salt mine and you must get in a bus and go to the corporate salt mine, your goal in life is to leave the corporate salt mine, right? You're going to grind at the salt rock and then you're going to go home. And so my mindset is that's all I can think about is leaving. And so at a certain point, I'm just like, I can only think about work and leaving. And then Appetite, who's she? Never met her. And now I'm here with Kevin, and he's going to tell me about some delicious turducken monstrosity that was made in the 1890s, and I'm going to become entirely overwhelmed with desire.
Yes. Also, I don't know. I've told literally everyone to come tonight to talk about food. Grand Arbiter, your suffering will be very grave tonight.
It's my legendary. I choose my own suffering. I have opened a door to my own sorrow, as we are both very well aware. My petard. She is hoisted, girlies.
She's aside. We are going to be talking about food tonight. Where I'm personally already prepared. I've got like my mental charcuterie going in my head. But we do want to just check in and give you all some updates before we dive into the fulsome discussion. Our darling Airship Ambassador, you just got back from Testicon. Did you have a delightful time?
It was wonderful this year. Yeah, the weather was nice to start. Anyway, it was quite moderate, and it did get down to freezing, but it wasn't bitterly cold like it has been in previous years. And this year, I thought everything was like really calm, and everybody was just kind of chill and enjoying their days, like no drama of any kind. And
excellent.
Everything just went very smoothly. I thought it was actually really enjoyable. Yeah. And the hotel still has the Hallmark channels.
Oh, the hotel still has the Hallmark channel. Very important.
Important. What was something new and exciting that you were really moved by, that really excited you?
Oh, let's see. So, trying to think a couple of things. So one was the new tea room setup. Well, actually, it's not that new. I think it was their second or third year. But in the hotel, there used to be this large sort of open lobby space where people would just kind of mingle and pass through. And when the hotel did their renovation several years ago, it got blocked off on one end. And so it makes a really good still open space, but the whole tea room space is in there. Probably has 10 tables. And so it's a really nice place for people just to sit and have their tea and a little snack with it, and then just meet other people at the convention. So it's a really nice, what's the word I want? Like a communal or community space, and just chat and meet new people. And there were a lot of new people this year, first timers that had never been there. So I talked to a lot of them, and it was a good time. And the comment, from Tiger about Testicon was full of food panels, and it was. There was Viking food. That was kind of fun. Yeah. I did an afternoon tea recipe panel with recipes from the 1800s. I know there was something else, cocktails or something. But it was a nice variety of panels.
I think that was probably one of ours. One of our friends did that cocktail panel, probably, right?
It might have been Calamity Dawn. That's usually her sort of
her MO.
Ballywick. I didn't check and see who all was doing what all at TuscaCon this year.
We were full in the TusCon spiral.
We were, yeah. And Tracy confirms it was Calamity. She's such a treasure, and she does a wonderful cocktail panel. She really knows her stuff, as it were. So lovely. And we've got our wonderful, the Reverend Dr. Sherwood Forrester, who was also at a convention with a new hotel layout. You know, it's nice when they shake things up and it's pleasant and it's a good change, right? And I love a place that's communal where you can see and be seen and connect with people, especially for first timers. I think it's really wonderful to have such an open social space as a tea room. It's a good place for new people to kind of get sorted and make connections. Tracy says there was an ice cream social this year at TuscaCon too.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So lots of good food at TuscaCon. Do you have a convention you're excited to attend in the coming year, my darling?
Oh yes. So the next one up would be Wild Wild West Con there in Tucson in March, and I want to say late March. But yes, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, new hotel and new layouts, and yeah, really looking forward to it because it'll be a nice break. I know it won't be too hot, but it'll be a nice break from winterish weather.
Yeah,
so
it will be warm though.
It will be warm. It will be warm. Yeah, we were at TusCon not last weekend, but the weekend before last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it was on the Tuesday that I left. It was 95 degrees in the middle of November.
That's crazy.
It
is insanity. I can't believe people actually live there.
You may not have noticed, but I have fixed our name tags to be more appropriate for the season.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank you, Grand Arbiter. I really love my title. I'm delighted to be a perfect pumpkin pie.
I think my favorite one is the Airship Ambassador's The Big Turkey.
Very appropriate. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And turkeys can be quite fierce.
That's the most fierce. You can bring down a house.
Also, I don't know if you've ever seen like a real live turkey out in the wild. Pardon me. They are dandies. They are despite the like little waddle facial.
The waddle is really just a biological cravat at this point.
Yeah.
It's a biological cravat, and they just have beautiful plumage. They're like very, very gorgeous birds. So
it's lucky that they are big, don't fly, and are delicious. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
And you know, they're lovely. Lady June Squirrel, that's right. This week it is 50 degrees in Tucson. So we're just like having all the seasons in a single month, as we so often like to do here. So with that, I mean, Grand Arbiter, our big news is that we won't be back and doing anything until December. So this is our sort of last hurrah before the holidays, everyone. If you're on Patreon, you have a little bit of an insight into our schedule. We do have a little bit going on this weekend, but after that, we must prepare for the great transmutation as I depart the Sonoran Desert for the Pacific Northwest for a little adventure with the Grand Arbiter in person.
It's your ablution to get wet. You need to go get wet and then come back. You're right now. You're too desiccated. We need to make you more moist.
It's time to moisturize while you're here.
Yeah, once a year, moisturizing in the Pacific Northwest. That is my lot
definitely
in
almost
life.
3 times a year. It's definitely almost 3 times a year, but it is
At least once.
it's at least once. We to get through we're just gonna get through the challenging parts really quickly.
Yes.
So we did have a little disaster at TusCon. That issue is well and done resolved. The costume is back in our possession. For those who are not in the who are not watching our social media like weird creepers, everything is fine now. It was very weird circumstances that we will never truly know. But like the Sasquatch, sometimes life is better with a mystery.
Yes, and if you want more discussion on the topic, I have a rather lengthy post about it on Patreon. So I went into a bit more detail. But the good news is the dragon is restored, the bodice is back in our possession, and there was a happy ending. So, and hopefully that will never happen again.
I mean, it won't. We will ensure that it does not.
Yes.
Yes. And also, this is correct, Tracy. I will be soaking my downy feathers with moisture before flying back to the desert. That is the only way. And Scarn Mistress, sometime I will tell you the story of what happened when I moved to the desert and discovered moisturizer. But for now, I'll simply leave it out there as something for you to ponder as we are going to get into holiday food. I'm so excited. The time is here. Airship Ambassador, you've joined us in the past. You've brought us many wonderful, lavish, historically inspired menus, well researched, all sorts of treats and nibbles. Do you have a particular favorite historical holiday dish that you wish more people would make for the holidays?
I think one of my go-tos for the holidays would be a steamed Christmas pudding, which
Yeah.
and there's lots of variations on it. Some people call it a plum pudding or a figgy pudding, or just Christmas pudding. And,
Shocking that you would want something steamed. How very out of character.
Not steam, not us. We don't like steamy things.
Well, I do have a modern steampunk kitchen, so yes, lots of steam everywhere. And yes,
we have a holiday steaming tradition as well, actually.
Yes, we do. We eat on Thanksgiving. Do you want to share, Grand Arbiter?
It's ours. I've initiated. You take the reins. I hand
all
you.
Right.
The horse is yours.
Okay, great. It is a little bit distracting with you looking slightly.
I know.
Away. I'm like,
it's very challenging. I'm sorry.
What's happening? So usually I travel on the airship on what's called Thanksgiving here in the United States. You may have heard of it. It's a rather significant and popular holiday that some people celebrate. And usually I think people take off work, but I'm a time traveler, so I get confused. But I travel on this day every year like a migratory bird returning to a land of water. I look forward to it. And when I arrive, the Grand Arbiter and his wonderful husband, Lord Aspen, and our two darling friends, we have dim sum. We do steamed dumplings, and it is my favorite thing.
So we have steamers, and we steam a bunch of dumplings, and they're very quick and easy. And then we have the fancy dinner on Friday.
Yes.
Which is always heavily curated by Grantosius and Kevinosius. We need to give them a fun nicknames. We have to give them fun steampunk nicknames.
We need to give them nicknames.
I feel like I've given them names like they're part of a Roman Empire, Grantosius and Kevinosius.
You have either that or as though they are part of the cast of thousands of Game of Thrones, I think. So yeah, they need appropriate, titles unto steampunk. So, oh yes, Christmas pudding, says Sharon. Cream and custard, please. Well, it must have cream, mustn't it? It must have cream. And peach. Ooh, you have peaches at the the Christmas holiday. It's not winter for you in Australia. So lovely.
Yep, a little warm. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, Bill. Does the SAS Master General not like dim sum?
I feel like that might just be we need to find the right dim sum. I think that it's probably not all dim sum. It's probably very specific dim sum. There's very safe white dim sum in Seattle.
And I will share that for a long time. Yeah. So I'll just share that for a long time. I didn't like dim sum either because I didn't know what was in each dish.
Yes.
Some of the original dim sums I went to had the little conveyor belt and just a dish with this thing on it. And like, I had no idea, but I had restrictions. And I was like, all right, I don't think I like this dim sum idea at all. And then it just took the right person to take me to dim sum and know what I could and could not eat and basically order for me. And then we loved him.
Then you married him.
And then I married him. Yes. Because he knows what I can eat.
The magic of what you can eat. That's my relationship with Lord Asplund, but it's really just what he does eat and not what he doesn't eat. It's a very short list. It's very easy to remember.
You are very game, Grand Arbiter, and you, like our dear Madam Gale, will try just about everything, which I think is a strength. Dear buttery goodness, I too draw the line at chicken feet. I find them a little bit too chewy in a distressing way. So
what is one of your favorite items at dim sum?
Oh, well, Grand Arbiter.
We are I'm gonna say it because it's just too funny. We're a soupy dump household. We love a soupy dump. We want a soupy dump. We want to get that broth in a dump.
This is a part of the tradition in which everyone delights in how much I am scandalized by this way of talking about perfectly lovely food. And I like a pork dumpling. I'm very keen on pork dumplings. A little spring onion is very nice. And so that's kind of a personal favorite at dumpling time. And it was a bit of an adjustment for me to start having dumplings. But this has been such a wonderful tradition that I look forward to it every year. And we just have a glorious time. And then the next day, we get to do all sorts of gorgeous sort of harvest autumnal dishes. And I look forward every year to the sweet potato something because I love a sweet potato. I almost don't care. I said almost don't care how the sweet potato is provided and prepared as long as it is there and available so that I may enjoy it. I do have some boundaries with sweet potatoes. If they are too besmirched with strange white chemical substance, then I am concerned about the sweet potato's fate.
Want marshmallow.
If there's more marshmallow than sweet potato, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Also, Askew has many things that she loves, but there's actually nothing she loves more than a steamed barbecue pork bun. That is her number one most favorite thing. Because I have seen her. I've been sitting next to her at a dim sum place, and I have a pork bun, and the pork buns are out or they're somewhere else, and I look away, and my pork bun is now halved.
What pork bun?
Yes,
she doesn't even go there.
a third of a pork bun. Everything else is whatever. But yes, we're excited. Man Askew, do you have a historical food that you are a historical food that you're really excited about conceptually?
Well, I do love a steamed pudding. I'm with the Airship Ambassador there. But I also really adore a beautiful bread pudding. Just bread pudding. Yeah.
Very tasty. A
right?
classic. Actually good any time of year. But yes, for the holidays, it can be made sweet and spicy or not. I mean, certainly flavored. It's and it's not difficult to make. It can be very, and then it pairs well with lots of different sauces to go on top.
It's true. You can make it boozy. You can make it like very approachable for everyone. You can make it savory, sweet. I love a bread pudding though. Very, very keen. Grand Arbiter, what about yourself?
Well, as a girl who loves spices, it's hard to get historical food that is not, a little less than what I'm used to. I'm a modern girl. I love a modern thing. I love genetic engineering, but I've got to say I'm always excited about really I kind of am really invested in a really pure mashed potato that's like perfect, like a perfect mashed potato.
Very fluffy.
Very fluffy.
Very smooth.
Yes.
No lumps.
I'm very into that. This is a thing that must be fixed because Alicia, Man Askew's favorite bread pudding happens around her birthday. And it's a lobster bread pudding, and she is obsessed. It is all she thinks about. She dreams of it. She has the recipe hidden somewhere in her house if she ever wants to make it herself.
It's true, and it has no raisins.
Yeah, no raisins. I don't do raisins either. Usually.
No. Also, even my sweet bread pudding, when I make it, I don't include raisins. We have a question which I believe is for you, my darling Airship Ambassador. Is it hard to make sticky toffee pudding? I don't know. I've never made it.
I saw the comments. I was actually quickly looking up sticky toffee to find a quick recipe and just breezing through it. Molasses, vanilla, whipping cream, butter, brown sugar, vanilla. Okay, yes, toffee, cream. Cook over low heat. Dissolve. So no, I think it looks fairly straightforward. It does take a little effort there in the saucepan to make the toffee part, but it's not from the recipe. It doesn't look like it's as hard as like making caramel, where you got to keep an eye on that sugar, and because it can just turn in a heartbeat. And this one looks a whole lot easier than that. So it looks pretty straightforward. And
also, thank you, Scone Mistress, for pulling a recipe to share with all of us.
And Scone Mistress, I was looking at one on Taste Better from Scratch. I'm not able to post because I didn't join the chat properly, but
it's all right.
Yeah, Taste Better from Scratch. That's one.
My darling Airship Ambassador, if you send me the link, or if you feel so inspired, you can post to our Discord. Most everyone is there, and it's a great place to share these sorts of things. Also, I promised Lady June Squirrel, if links came up, I would do my utmost to share them later. So, Lady June Squirrel, I have not forgotten. There is also a comment here that I feel very compelled to come back to. Sharon says, I never understood why you put sweets on vegetables. Any ideas how it started? I think I don't have any official research on this, Sharon. I think it's twofold. Sweet things make things more tasty. And if you want people to eat vegetables, sometimes you must convince them that they're tasty by covering them in sweet things. But also many of these sweetened vegetable dishes are paired with vegetables that are either more bitter or a little bit bland, and sweetness can be a way to combat bitterness.
I think they were also historically worse.
Oh, yes.
I think that some of the cultivars that we are having now in the 2025s have been cultivated to taste better in a way that in the 70s had not yet happened.
Right, yeah. No, and also there's this whole era of the 60s in which things were very chemically enhanced, including the people. So it's a questionable time for culinary experimentation, and a lot of aspic happened. So much aspic and jello molds. So many. They're like flashing before my eyes right now.
An interesting thing about the 50s, 60s, 70s Jello molds is that was not a new thing. That was like an 1850s, 1860s, 1870s thing. And there were specialized Jello molds then with aspic, and they did the whole layered molds and the fruit and the gelatin and the whole bit. So everything that was old was suddenly new again 100 years later.
But you know, some of those flavor combinations in the 50s and 60s are a little bit dodgy. Is that the same case in the 1850s where they were like, listen, hear me out, lime with carrots? What do you think?
I don't remember seeing that, but I did see a lot of like tomato gelatin. So yeah, they would puree the tomato or get the tomato juice, put that in with the gelatin, put it in the mold and cool it off and be solid. So it'd be a savory Jello. But yes, there were things like that. Or one of the cooler kind of molds kind of had like a cone-shaped like shell, I guess. But then in it were these like spirally twisty bits that would be inserted while the main Jello is setting up, and then pulled out and then filled with cream or cheese or something. It is
fascinating.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Also, I love this. Spiteful Aspects is Subgothius's Jello Biafra tribute band. So good.
So my quick Google search on the marshmallow thing is that it's like all things about marketing. It's a 1917 marketing effort to sell more marshmallows.
To sell the marshmallows.
It is from Boston.
It's from Boston.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And Alicia, you know, Betty Crocker did some good things in the world, but I do think we can also blame her for some culinary travesties. Poor Betty.
I just think that we should treat all great chefs are Frankenstein.
Yes,
all great chefs are Frankenstein.
I would agree with that.
So it is that time. We are now transitioning.
Oh,
because it is 7:03.
Is it time for the game, Grand Arbiter?
Time for a game. Are you ready?
Telling people to put aside their hunger for food and put hunger for competitive gaming.
I mean, it's not competitive gaming. It's just spirited debate is what I would say. It's the goal here. Because we are doing our first iteration, and it's a trial run. We're all going to treat me with dignity and kindness of the grid game. So inspired by our grids from some of our panels at Tuscan and other locations, we are doing a grid experience. So you have provided in either via the Patreon or from the Discord, you've provided some either classic or traditional or your take on Thanksgiving classic dishes. Well, holiday classic dishes. we are going to decide as a group, but ultimately through my arbitration, where it will fall on this very elegantly described grid made by Madame Askew. A round of applause. The grid designed by the matrices were designed by me. We have classic to creative, and crave to concern. So these are ones that are either classical to more avant-garde, or from ones that we desire with great lust and power, and those that give us great pause. And Madame Askew, I believe, and by the way, you can post your ideas or concepts into the text box whenever you feel like it. I would put an exclamation point at the front so we can see it. But Madame Askew also has a list that she is ready and excited to share with us. So do you want to start us off, Madam?
Yes, let me pull up. The first recommendation on our list is from SAS Master General herself, and it is the dreaded green bean casserole. Now, I'm assuming, SAS Master General, that this is the green bean casserole that is made with the cream of mushroom soup and the sort of onion, the like coated French's onions on
French
the top.
onions, yeah.
Yes. This is a big question. With cream of mushroom or cream of celery, as the Reverend Dr. Sherwood Forrester, I think cream of mushroom is the
cream
more
of mushroom
classic.
feels more. And by the way, spelling does not count for this. I'm not counting spelling. That's just not what's happening today. I am going to say that the green bean casserole is pretty classic. I think it's a classic.
Yeah, I think it's a classic.
I think it's, I don't know how classic it is. I don't think it feels like, it doesn't feel like it's missing from a table, but if someone tells you that it's missing, then you're like, oh yeah, it's missing, right?
I think it has made an appearance at every Thanksgiving my entire life. And I agree that I personally, well, I think it's always been made with cream of mushroom, but I would prefer cream of celery myself. I grew up.
And I think that we could just assume it's cream of soup.
Really. Cream of something.
Cream of something. The green
with
beans
little spiced almonds on it.
This is the instructions as I see it. Green beans, a soup that is a cream of, and a onions. That is the things that make this the thing, right?
Yes. Sharon. And also, Sharon, if you've never had it, it is a particular experience.
It's not like a casserole. It's not like incorporated. So it's not like it's baked together, but it doesn't become like a cube. It's just sort of like, it's like green beans with a topping.
In a soup.
Defending green bean casserole.
Look,
but I will say,
I'm going to argue that
I your cream of mushroom soup entirely from scratch, and then you add the beautifully blanched, still fairly crisp green beans to it, and then you cover it with, I mean, you can still use the jarred French's onions at that point. It does elevate the flavor into something that's got a nice umami to it and is very savory and delightful. But the tinned soup that comes out sort of coagulated that you combine with it to give it a sort of savory character is.
It is such an American dish.
Look, I think
it's definitely closer to the classic end of things.
She's over here. I think she's over here. I gotta make her a little bit. Now that we've seen the words, I'm gonna make her smaller, and then I will. Coagulation. Okay,
I think that's a very important aspect of this dish.
Look, I think she's right about here. She's pretty classic, but she's a little concerning. I don't think she's like extremely concerning.
No,
she's definitely edible, but like she's an acquired taste, only the coolest, gayest people love it, and that's fine.
Well, Sharon's not going to eat it.
I don't think Sharon's gonna eat it, but I think it goes over here. I think. What do you guys think? Do you think this is like a right?
No, I think it's like it is nearly at the apex of classic. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it goes right there, and I think we're good with that. It gives us a place to work from. Okay, what's our next one?
Oh yes, sorry, I was so smitten.
Overwhelmed.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to come back to SAS Master General's second suggestion. I'm going to pop over here. Dear Phyllis recommended hot broccoli dip. Hot broccoli dip. I've never had that, but I do like a hot sort of dip. It's like cheesy and has a vegetable, so it's like a savory dip situation.
Okay, I need to look it up. I'm going to look up a recipe.
Well, if it has cheese in it, it can't be bad.
I mean, right? I know if it's got cheese.
Yeah, this.
It's apparently it's a pampered chef recipe. And so it's new to all of us, but it does sound like, Phyllis, maybe if you'd be so kind and share the recipe with us, we'd all be really delighted to have that recipe. And I see a little bit of debate. So the horizontal line is classic to creative, and the vertical line is crave to concern.
So this is like so this is the classic goes from the middle to the left, that's classic. From the middle to the right is creative. From the bottom to the top is crave. From the middle to the bottom is concern. So it's like a math sheet. The lines are defined by their opposites. It's two poles. It's two poles, everybody. It's okay. It's two poles.
I think everyone got that, but they couldn't see the words on the screen, Grand Arbiter.
Sorry. They're a little small. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, so this hot broccoli dip certainly doesn't live here, I don't think.
It's not classic. I think it's more on the creative side of things.
It does sound
Agreed.
I also think it's sort of in the same area as like artichoke dip.
Yes.
Artichoke dip. Although I love broccoli.
Move it up a little bit. I think it's like a little bit more craveable. Maybe not peak craving, because that's like what? Pudding.
I think it could go like I think it's more creative. I don't think it's the most creative thing that's ever happened, but I think it's more creative. I think it's
mid.
It's like here. What do you think? Like here?
It's right. It's not, it's not raisins and potato salad. It's creative, but it's like riffing on a vegetable dip, right? It's just a different type of vegetable dip.
Yeah, but it definitely does feel like it is like broccoli cheddar soup, but kind of a dip. It uses cream cheese and sour cream and like bell pepper. It has like a lot of like, it's got a lot of like, it's a salsa and it's a dip. It's sort of got like the vibe.
Little savory, piquant dip. It sounds lovely.
So that's there. Okay. Do we have another one?
We do. Okay. All right. We have Jello salad with mandarin oranges, celery, and carrot shreds.
That's
okay. I'm just going to call this Jello salad because that's a lot of words.
Jello salad with vegetables.
Yes, that's a classic. That's like, somebody else mentioned it. Oh, I forgot who. But yeah, that sounds like a Betty Crocker classic kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's classic. I think it's certainly not it's not a thing that every family makes, though. It is definitely like on the like lower end of classic. It's like classic for television.
Yes, but I find it concerning.
I mean, I think that Jell-O with fruit in it sounds fine, but when we're adding like carrots and stuff, I'm sort of like, what's happening here?
It's actually it's not terrible. It probably is
I didn't put it down
because
here.
it's a bit of a sweet with that vegetable flavor, like a
There's
celery.
sugar in vegetables, so I could buy that.
I mean,
Kevin,
it's not bad.
Kevin,
I don't think I personally would make it. Like I wouldn't make green bean casserole either. But
tell me how far
I'll
down.
eat it if somebody else brought it. Yeah.
Here? How much farther, Kevin? Where should it go?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's good.
Here. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Okay.
I love this. Lady Toon Squirrel had a Tupperware mold for that. So good.
Is that the one with the like scallops around the edges?
Yeah, I think it does have the scallops.
I wonder if I still have one.
The scallops are unnecessary for a proper Jell-O mold, honestly. All right, so we have this is a lovely,
and feel free to add stuff to the comments whenever you feel like it. It's totally open whenever you want.
So we've got sweet potatoes with cashews and peaches. This comes with an exclamation point following the word yum. So Phyllis gives this a resounding, this is delicious. Definitely the cashews with the sweet potatoes sound really good to me. And
cashews and what?
It's sweet potatoes, cashews, and peaches. So I think the peaches are going to be the sweet element instead of the marshmallow, and you're going to get a little crunch from the cashew. So I'd put it on the creative side, though. I think it's
I would definitely put this over. It's over here. I think it's definitely not the most creative because it's still like a take on a classic. Yeah. I don't know about this though. Like this sounds like the cashews sound like they'd get like soft because they get warm. Right?
They would, yeah.
They'd
be softer, yeah.
Yeah, I
just still provide a bit of crunch.
I mean,
a little bit. A little bit. I'm not a sweet potato fan, but I would have a scoop to try it, and then probably not.
I feel like we can't. I think we have to use the framework of like, yes, we would try it, but I feel like that's true for most things here. We're all very adventurous people. We have to imagine ourselves as the populace as well.
I do think it's more, I think it's more into the crave quadrant, and it's definitely closer to the middle section as you have it.
Yeah,
I definitely think it's under this hot broccoli dip because it doesn't sell me on it right away based on the ingredients. Mm-hmm. And mostly it's because the idea of hot fruit is very low on my like desire framework.
Have you never had a peach cobbler? It's very nice.
Cobbler. I just don't want peach and sweet potato next to each other necessarily. That's a lot of soft. There's a lot of soft texture.
Like soft.
But I think that I think we'd all try a bite of it and decide together as a group.
Yes.
No.
All right. So up next from Patreon.
And June is like, I want almonds, not cashews.
The almonds are very nice. I'm just a cashew girly, to be honest. All right. So one Eve Riot has recommended a broccoli and rice casserole. It is a family favorite, and Eve is the keeper of the sacred recipe for her family. A broccoli and rice casserole. Look, I mean, it sounds very, cozy.
I think it's hard to go wrong with those kinds of vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I need to like have a code word. It's gonna be broccoli rice cass. I think we're gonna move. I'm gonna move hot broccoli dip up a little bit. I think the reason I'm so intrigued by this is because it's an appetizer. It's not really like a meal side. It's not like a side. It's an appetizer. And appetizers are appetizing.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. They should sort of,
I think
encourage
this goes
the
kind of
eating.
I think this is like creative, but creative for the holiday. So I think it goes right here, I think.
Yes, I think it's near that midpoint. It's almost a classic. Well, and it sounds like a classic in the Riot household, right?
I mean, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Actually,
any feedback, Kevin?
It sounds like a safe dish.
It sounds very safe. It sounds very safe and very like, I've had too much turkey. I need to eat vegetables or I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As John Mistress says, it cuts through the rich dishes at the Thanksgiving table.
It does. And speaking of rice, there's a dish that I make. I don't know if it's appropriate to add to the list.
You can add whatever you want to the list. It's a game. We're all having fun. Damn it.
The last several years, I found this online. It's wild rice with cranberries. And it's been very tasty. I mean,
my gosh.
It just adds a little bit of that tart cranberry flavor to the nutty earthiness of the wild rice. And it becomes a really nice balance, I think.
Do you think it's definitely more craveable or less craveable than the broccoli with broccoli rice?
Well,
I love cranberries.
Yeah.
I think
I am biased. I love cranberries.
It can go like right here. I think it goes right here under the broccoli dip, just right above the broccoli rice. But I think it is closer to the middle in terms of creativeness.
Yeah.
And SAS Master General says, very Wisconsin, wild rice and cranberries. And I was thinking it's a very a beautiful homage to indigenous food culture here in the States. So that's a lovely combination and Minnesota too, which is very appropriate for the Airship Ambassador.
It is. When I visit family in Minnesota every year, that I always stop and pick up wild rice to bring back home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. All right, so I'm going to pop over to visit. We have some wonderful suggestions made in our Discord all afternoon. Everyone, you did such a good job. So we have got the fruitcake debate, which waged on in Discord. But this is not just any fruitcake. This is very important. This is fresh, homemade fruitcake. Not store-bought grocery store fruitcake. It's a different
I'm gonna frame this as fruitcake good.
Yes, and I called it a classic.
Parentheses good. And you know what? At the same time, we're gonna do fruitcake bad.
You need the stodgy fruitcake from the supermarket, and you need the homemade fruitcake that takes time and love and lots of chopping. Very classic.
It is very classic.
I think that here's my thoughts though. A great fruitcake is only somewhat better than a good fruitcake. Like a bad fruitcake is very bad, but only because it's not a good fruitcake.
Yeah, I think you can move the bad fruitcake further down the bad vector. Yeah,
I do think that it doesn't get that high though. I think good fruitcake is brought low by its counterpart. I think that like even if you really love fruitcake, you have to spend so much of your time convincing people that it's good.
Yes, that's true. I think poor fruitcake.
Yeah, I think fruitcake has such a bad reputation because of bad fruitcake. But yeah, a good fruitcake, if it had a different name, everyone would say it's the most delicious thing they ever had.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that fruitcake bag goes down here. I think it actually goes down here on vibes. I don't actually think that fruitcake is that bad, but the framework is crave to concern. And people have
Yes.
a lot of concerns about fruitcake, regardless of whether or not those concerns are valid.
And this is true of fruitcake, Lady June's Will. Absolutely true. Yeah, a good boozy fruitcake is that's fresh and delightful is delightful. So we also have an iteration on this that is Christmas cake, which is a fruit cake covered in marzipan and royal icing. My goodness.
Very sweet.
I mean,
very sweet.
It's
very decadent.
Sweet. I think it sort of occupies the same space as fruitcake, though. I think that maybe a little bit more because it has a little bit more.
It's ever so slightly closer to the creative, just by just a hair more creative, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is a good thing. Now, when I think of Christmas cake, I think of Japanese Christmas cakes, which are very light, airy Japanese style baking. They're very
like a sponge.
They really love a sponge. They want a sponge with decorative characters made of chocolate on them.
But that does sound nice, though. I'm not going to argue with a sponge that has decorative chocolate characters. All right. The turkey, the big centerpiece dish.
I'm gonna have to ask for some context because turkey is very wide. There's a lot of ways to do a turkey, some that are much better than others.
This is a roast turkey that has been brined.
Okay, well, it's definitely one of the most I don't think you can get more classic than this. I think this is maximum classic.
It's very classic.
I also think turkey is very good. I do think it's a little overrated and gets a little bit of help from his friends, the side dishes.
It gets a lot of help from his friends, the side dishes.
But I think that the roast turkey with brine is pretty good here. I think if it's a roast turkey that's deep fried, it has it's slightly higher though.
Yeah, but that's also more creative. Oh, and Sharon asked, brined. So brining your turkey is when you put it in a salt mixture, usually fluids with salt, but sometimes you do a dry rubbed brine and you allow that to soak into the turkey for a period of time to make certain it's more flavorful and juicy. Now, Airship Ambassador, this is definitely not your cup of tea. You don't indulge in
But yeah, so even though, yes, I've been a vegetarian almost, it is 30 years. Yeah. I used to do all the cooking for Thanksgiving for a long time, and I would make the turkey, and for many years I would eat it, and I absolutely loved it, and I enjoyed making the turkey very much. And
so now that's lovely.
So it is great fun. I think it was great fun, and to just tend to it all day and do the basting and everything. And my first mother-in-law makes, I don't know what she does, but it's the best turkey, and it's super moist, and it started out as a joke, I'm sure, but the vegetarian had to carve the turkey, and it's the only time of year that I am so tempted to have a piece because it smells so good. It's so soft and moist and juicy. It's and it's right there, one little bite, one little bite, but no.
You know, I respect your willpower, but also I think this speaks to the craveability of a good roast turkey.
Yes.
And of course, turkey can go afoul if it's too dry and too bland.
I think that we have to take these as I think the framework, though, is that these are in their peak performance for these things. The only reason that fruitcake bad and fruitcake good have this distinction is not because it's a badly done fruitcake. It's a style of fruitcake. Bad is a style of fruitcake.
So we do have we have perhaps the most controversial dish of all times, a very divisive dish. Cranberry sauce relish, tinned cranberry sauce that comes out of the tin, very jellied, versus fresh relish.
Oh, I would say fresh cranberry relish.
Okay, so we'll just do both because we have time.
Yeah.
Cranberry.
So I think it's classic and crave.
Tinned. Okay, so I'm going to be.
Tinned?
We're going to start with tinned because that's what I typed first.
Yes, but let's have a moment before we place, because I do think there is a big debate that always rages about the relish versus the tinned version of cranberry. I've made the relish. I've also done a homemade jellied sauce that I then put into a mold, which was really delightful, and I highly recommend it. But I think it comes down to a bit of the texture and sweetness, right? Because the jellied cranberry is sweeter and it has that very smooth, consistent texture versus the more like chunky, interesting texture of the relish, which is a bit more tart, right?
I also think that it has a tendency to be wetter, is the way that I would describe it. The tinned one is more. So here's my argument about all things. You know this about me as a person, as I am a very silly person in many regards. I really do not love when textures of food are ruined. I do not want things to be too watery or too soft or too runny. And the big challenge with the large plate of Thanksgiving food, in my mind, is that you always want to fill it as much as possible. You want to use that real estate really well. And the problem with me is that you can never control the location of the fresh relish. That girl is going to go where she pleases. She does not care about your opinion. She is going to be all up in every nook and cranny. If there's an open space, she's going to be there.
She's a hussy, is what you're saying.
She's sat. She's sitting there. She's doing her best. By the way, part of the reason I'm going so hard with the she business is because we found out that Gail Carriger hates it. No, but canned sits there. Like if it's the stiff jelly, it sits there and it doesn't move where you don't want it, which means that you have control of how much and how where. So that's where I think that's my vibe. I am not classy enough for a sausage, madam. I am not classy enough, and there is not enough dishes in my household. We already go through so many dishes, but that is my vibe. Madam, where do you land on this?
Oh, all right. Well, I've made several different varieties, and I have to tell you, the one that is the most craveable to me, and the one that is the most classic for me, and the one that I long for at this season the very most, is the tinned cranberry sauce.
And we're going to call it jellied because you could technically make it yourself. So we're going to call it jellied. Jellied cranberry sauce.
Okay,
I think that cranberry sauce is very classic. I think it's actually going to be above Christmas cake. I think that there are more people who have strong opinions about this than they do about Christmas cake. I think fresh is less classic, shockingly.
Yeah.
But I also think it's only slightly less desirable than the.
I think they are actually at the same level. That is purely personal preference. Okay, there's a good argument for both.
Well, I'm just going to give it just a little cantywampus so that you'll be driven crazy by it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I agree with
Dude,
Bill's comment about the cranberry pairs really, really well with the turkey and the mashed potatoes.
Sorry,
Okay,
Grandpa.
we're just gonna fight. We're just gonna fight. Yeah, no, I think it pairs beautifully with these things. I like that you have control with the jellied.
Yeah.
I want it to be controlled. So it's the right proportions, because the wrong proportions makes me sad.
It adds a brightness to the dishes, and like that tartness cuts through some of the richness and heaviness of the food as well. So I think it's a really important component to the feast, as well as being like a very North American fruit. So it's just a lovely representative. This does sound delicious though, Subgothius. His maternal grandparents made a superb cran apple orange relish that was just ground up with sugar. Sounds lovely.
Okay, what is next on our list?
All right, yes. So sorry, I was so wrapped up in the cranberry of it all.
I'm very glad we have not hit too many items in this area, to be perfectly honest. This is a scary area. This corner is sort of where nightmares come to live.
And no one has wanted to really go there. All right, look, I'm going to go back to the top of the list from SAS Master General. It is the Mighty Cheese Ball Appetizer. Oh my goodness, very classic, the cheese ball appetizer. And if you
I think it's regional.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, it's classic from the mid-century of the 20th century. And there's also a lot more crave than concern. Yes. That's
right
true.
It's cheese. Gosh, of course it's gonna be right at the top.
The big thing for me is like, I think that the problem for me is that it's like, well, what else is there? It's not just cheese. There's other things in it sometimes. And sometimes.
All right. So it depends. It varies. You know, there are multiple types, but usually there's a cream cheese. All right, look. Star Mistress has never had one.
See, this is why it's moving over here, just so we're clear. It's not
all right.
It's not the most classic the world has ever seen.
All right. Okay, all right. Put it closer
to a regional thing that comes out of a regional portion
Star
of America.
Mistress. For anyone who's not had a cheese ball, if you like cheese and you like a dip, it's like what happens if your dip is a little bit more firm and your cheese is a little bit more soft. So you do usually a combination of cheeses that pair beautifully together, the little cream cheese component to like bind it all together. I like a cheddar personally, but there's a lot of options. You roll it into a ball, and then often you roll the ball so that it's coated in nuts, but sometimes you coat it in dried fruit. Like I've seen them done with cranberry is very nice.
I don't
coconut.
No, vile.
The cranberry and cheese is really good. It's like Wensleydale in a bowl. And then you put it on a cracker, and it's gorgeous. I'm going to make you one, Grand Arbiter, and you're going to like it.
I don't believe that will happen, but you can make a push towards. You'll have to send a memo to the posh gays about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, and look, you can get them with green onions and even bacon, so it's more savory. That's so lovely. Port wine, there's slivered almonds and something in the Swiss family. Beautiful. Look, we are going to post a cheese ball recipe palooza in the Discord, in the comestibles. I need everyone who has a cheese ball recipe to share it. All right, please help me with my quest to bring cheese balls to more people. Cheese balls, good at the holiday time. They're perfect with crackers. You can have them with a little bit of like vegetables on the side, but personally, I just like them with crackers. Crackers and cheese is just perfect.
So is Pepperidge Farms stores still a thing? Because I don't think I've seen one since the 80s, but they would always have cheese balls and the cheese logs.
I don't know if they have a store anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's not.
The Grand Arbiter is going to share his Google search with all of us. We'll find out together.
I'm like, what's going on? Oh, I'll go to my Google portion. Lord.
Yes, and I'd say it's a classic. It is definitely more towards the middle of that section. Clearly, for me, I'm like, this is very craveable. So. Look,
what kind of cracker
you
do
should
you use?
know,
Madam Askew, what kind of
mistress.
Sorry, which kind of cracker do you use with a cheese ball?
So for a long time, I was a buttery Ritz cracker person, and then I discovered the joy of a really good whole wheat sort of savory cracker. But recently, I was introduced to the rosemary, olive oil, garlic Triscuit experience.
Oh my!
It changed my life.
It's very good. They're very good.
It's so good.
Okay. We have time for 2 more before we have to close up for the night. So if you have got one in your heart that you wanted to post, it is time.
It's time. Make certain to share it in the comments.
And Airship Ambassador, if you have one that you wish to put onto the gauntlet, please share.
Yes.
Oh gosh, what else?
We haven't talked about stuffing.
Stuffing, actually, that's the other thing I was thinking of. Like, I know lately family's been making a cashew, cashew flavored or cashew stuffing. So it's all the bread or breadcrumbs and it's like the usual stuffing, but with cashews in it. And I think it's pretty tasty.
I think we can qualify as like stuffing. I think there's 2 versions. There's stuffing box.
And homemade. Yeah.
And there's stuffing homemade.
I remember.
And I do think there is some benefits to stuffing box.
It's certainly fast.
Very consistent and fast. Less chopping, usually.
Yes. And I think the other framework is that homemade can sometimes be inconsistent sizes. The stuff isn't the right size for everything. So if it's inconsistent sizing across the board, it can create weirdness in the consumption.
Yeah. Yes.
Like if the breadcrumbs are too small, like some are small and some are big, it creates weirdness. But with the box, they're usually all the same size.
I always made my own, and it is a great deal of chopping. But to me, it's fairly essential to the feast. With the birds.
Okay, yeah. I think it's definitely. I think that stuffing box is not as much classic, and I don't think it's the most craveable. But I gotta tell you, I don't usually say this, but I love stuffing box.
I know you do.
It's tasty. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you are.
And I think that stuffing homemade has to sort of share a line with the turkey. I think they're kind of connected.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I feel they are connected. We've got a couple coming in here into the comments. I think one is very important, and that is pie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think that pie as concept is like incredibly classic, very craveable. I think there are pies that are less good, but if we're talking a classic, like classic pumpkin, classic chocolate, classic lemon meringue, classics, all the classics.
Pecan, yeah.
I mean, I was gonna get there. Lord, all Southerners are so.
No, but you're talking about Southerners. I mean, I am from the south of London, of course, very south of London.
Yes, quite south. Okay, so pie. I think this is the right place for pie.
Yes, pie is very craveable and essential. I think it is an essential pudding at the North American holiday table.
I must admit, you know that I'm not a pie girly.
I do.
I am a cake girly.
I do know that. Grand Arbiter, I've never made my grandmama's triple chocolate bundt cake for you, have I?
Baking was not a thing that happened. We switched to what's it called? The servants very quickly after we became friends.
That's true. But now I must promulgate this recipe so that others may make it.
Yes, please share.
I do
think the Madame Askew's favorite things recipe book might be a fun activity for a future Patreon content.
I think I could make some of these recipes appear. All right. So, and it's a wonderful holiday cake, honestly. Grandmama would serve it for breakfast too, because she's a pip. So scone. What?
Last one?
Yeah. So, Scone Mistress submits corn casserole.
Okay.
And this, I think, is a little bit more on the creative side of the line, because, you know, often corn is just served very plain at the holiday table, but a corn casserole can really elevate the corn experience.
I have to tell you, I don't know if they're still open because I haven't seen them in a while. There is a barbecue location that does like a truck that comes to a local establishment to serve.
Yes.
That makes, I would argue, the most incredible corn casserole I've had my entire life. I feel like it's like magical. I do not know what they put in it. I feel like it's crack cocaine. It's so good. It just makes food worth eating. They also do black-eyed pea salad, which is incredible. So I think it's creative, but I think it actually goes here.
Very craveable. Very craveable.
I think it's very craveable. I do want to give some special notes to ones that we didn't cover really quickly before we go. So we discussed this outside of the talk. This is on the initial conversation regarding this particular project. We discussed the sweet potato and marshmallow. And I'm of the opinion that this goes exactly in the middle.
Yes.
So it is classic, but not classic. It's also creative, but not creative. It's also craveable, but kind of concerning. So I feel like it goes right in the middle.
Dear Airship Ambassador, is there a dish you feel we did not remember to include in our holiday feast grid?
I don't know. I think we've covered all the big things. There would be dinner rolls. With butter.
Rolls. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I'm trying to think what else.
I think dinner rolls are classic, and they just kind of go right here. I think they go with the cranberry, and jelly stuff. I think they just go right there.
Yeah, definitely take one with a lot of butter.
Yes, there must be copious.
Is there anything we can think of that would go into this right hand segment? I think it's like...
somebody brought Brussels sprouts one year.
Oh, Brussels sprouts.
I don't think Brussels sprouts go into the concern area.
Oh, they are. I am not a fan.
So I think that's
at all. Not even a little bit.
So Matt and I've talked about this a lot. Brussels sprouts have been genetically modified in the last 20 years. So
it was a kindness done unto that vegetable. And there's really, I think, only one way to do Brussels sprouts. Well, steamed is not good. Broiled is reasonable. I love them slightly caramelized in a cast iron skillet with bacon.
Maybe it's they're missing bacon, and that is the true tragedy.
Yeah.
But what we'll do...
yeah. Oh, we've got some interesting recipes for broiled Brussels sprouts. But no, boiling them, steaming them, getting them too damp and overcooked, that's a crime against food.
I'll put them right there on the line.
On the line. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that covers the bulk of our stuff. We are at time, as it is almost 8.
It's true, we have gone late, but there was a great deal to discuss with the holiday feast. Grand Arbiter, I think that we should make this grid available later for everyone to review.
I have shared it with you that you can
excellent.
So you can do with it as you wish.
I shall. My darlings, please remember to go share your recipes in the Discord so that everyone may enjoy your various favorites, especially for cheese balls. Very serious about this. Yes. I shall pull up my grandmama's recipe for cheese ball and I shall post it later so that everyone may enjoy it. And if time permits, I will be tormenting the Grand Arbiter this holiday season with the cheese ball.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This was a delight. Airship Ambassador, it's always lovely to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We will not be back next week because it is off week, but we will be back in December.
We will return in December. I shall be traveling in the first week of December, so look for a schedule to let you know when we'll be getting up to shenanigans throughout December. There's no book club, but book club returns in January, and we have our reading list that is going out to everyone. Dear Buttery Goodness, Bill Barden and I had a great deal of fun putting together the book club reading list for next year. We got some wonderful recommendations from people. I'm excited for it. We will also have more sewing shenanigans in December and probably some holiday nonsense because we always get up to holiday nonsense. And you should mark your calendars for New Year's Eve because we will do something absolutely absurd. Probably a game. There may be nonsense. So watch out for that. We haven't decided yet, so I can't tell you what it is.
And keep your eyes out for content regarding the Tippy Golden Awards. We have not yet locked in basically anything yet. So we will be keeping you appraised, but thinking about what kinds of awards you'd want to see and also who you feel is deserving of awards in this coming season. It should be something you talk about in this time of thankfulness.
Absolutely. And my darlings, we are going to get up to so many wonderful shenanigans in 2026, but we always want to hear about what some of your favorite escapades have been from the past year. Please share those with us as well, especially in the Discord and Patreon. It's where we are more likely to see things. And, if you'd like us to bring the Airship Ambassador back sooner rather than later, you should just let us know. We love visiting with him. We're always happy to lure him back to talk about things. So Grand Arbiter, do you have any final notes for our darling friends before we head off for holiday nonsense?
Don't die. Live a beautiful life. Destroy your enemies. Consume their flesh for your own salvation.
Yes. Airship Ambassador, as we are the 3 fairy godmothers tonight, what's your wish for our wonderful community?
I hope everyone has a wonderful, safe, and enjoyable holiday season.
And of course, my darlings, I want for you, as the Airship Ambassador has been so sweet, I too am here as the spirit of sacredness to wish you all a very happy holiday season and to remind you to treasure yourselves as we treasure you. So take very good care of yourselves, wash your hands, get those vaccines and boosters, wear a mask if you need to, and make whatever wacky dish you love the most for the holidays, and then torment the Grand Arbiter. I mean, you're friends with it. So we'll see you in December, my darlings. And Scone Mistress, if you ask very nice, you might get a babushka appearance in December. But you're going to have to ask very nicely because we have to bribe her to come back. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you again, Airship Ambassador. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank
Cheers.
you.